Okay guys, I'm going to show you today how to add a PA and a preamp to your service monitor to make it a fully functional two-way radio. Starting off on the transmit side of it, I'm using a intermediate power amplifier to boost my minus 15 dBm output of my service monitor up to plus 13, 20 milliwatts for my exciter input to my external PA. I'm also utilizing an external preamp coming off the receive port of my PA here to give the receiver an extra boost as well. The push-to-talk on the service monitor mic is I have another switch co-located next to this, so you push them both at the same time. When you get a push-to-talk from that switch, it enables the push-to-talk, the TR relay in the PA, and also switches the monitor from receive mode to generate mode. With the IPA boost, you now have enough power to activate the PA and transmit anywhere between 110 and it's adjustable down to 55 depending on what you want. But it works basically to give you the two-way radio capability, or give you the service monitor capability for your radio. I've always wanted to be able to look at the repeaters with my service monitor, but there's always a catch-22 of how do you key up the repeater but then not blow out the front end of your receiver trying to look at the output. And it was always kind of a thing of switching one antenna port and quickly plugging it in, trying to get a look at what was coming out. But this way you can do both. I'll give you a video demonstration of it, and then talk about the particulars of how to get the Midland PA to work here. So let me pull up the camera and show you the setup here. So I have on that output of my generator on my service monitor going to my IPA here, which boosts the level from minus 15 up to plus 13, and then the output of the IPA is going into my exciter input of my PA. On the receive output coming out of the PA assembly here from the TR relay in the external antenna, I'm using a little preamp here, and then the output of the preamp goes up to my antenna port on my service monitor. So here's my modified microphone. I know it looks horrible, but I just got a second push-to-talk switch on the side here, so that when I push them, both of them go. I get the service monitor to switch into generate mode when I do this switch, and when I do this switch, it provides 9 volts to the PA assembly, which is only one wire is needed, which makes this PA so great. You just put 9 volts on one wire, and it flips the TR relay and energizes the first RF amplifier stage. So all you need to do is provide it 20 milliwatts of input, and then it'll give you 110 out. So I'll show you when I key up the mic here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to key up the PA, and then you'll hear the repeater kickback and see the repeater come back here on the display, so that you can you know that you hit the repeater. So here's my demo, and there was the kickback there. So let me switch over to the monitor mode, and you can see what it looks like instead of a fuzzy display. So let me switch cameras here, and there we go. Okay, so I'll do another demo here where I'm going to key it up, and then you'll see it switch over to the gen, and then kick back to the monitor when I let go, and we can see the repeater come back. So here we go. And there was the kickback there. So that's how it looks, and it works really well. Have no issues with it, and the whole genesis of it came because I had another I had a repeater that had a broken PA, and I needed a PA really bad, and I've always known that these Midland PAs here, they're kind of famous for being extremely reliable and well built. I have to give them credit for that, and they have a unique feature to where you can literally disassemble them from the mobile chassis here, and it's almost like they were designed individually, separate from the radio itself. And when it comes all apart, you don't need the accessory cable here at all. Go into the Molex connector, and that's where I hid my my 7809 9-volt regulator here. So I have it mounted in there on this one here, and that 9-volt regulator is what powers my IPA and my preamp as well. And on this side of it here, all I did was just take the tangy danky connectors here, these little Japanese connectors, and installed a couple of BNC panel mounts here, and just soldered to those, and then all you have left is just this one 5-pin cable group here. And believe it or not, the only wire that's used is the orange wire, and if you put 9 volts on it, it triggers the TR relay, and also energizes your first RF stage here. So it makes it extremely simple just to put this orange wire on a push-to-talk switch to give you the control over it. Speaking of which, I wanted to show you that now. So here's a look at the back section here, where that connector I was just showing you, and on the PA. And this is that ribbon cable with the 5 wires coming off of it. And all we're going to do is cut those other 4 wires off, leaving just the orange, and extend that orange wire out and run it through a push-to-talk switch back to a 7809 voltage regulator, so that when you push a switch, it puts the 9 volts here, and that's the only mod that you have to do. This is a showing the kind of like more detailed schematic of what's going on here, and I'll just let that we'll start from over here. So we got the gen out. We're using a 30 dB intermittent power amplifier, so I'm getting up to 20 milliwatts to go into my exciter input. On my receive out, I'm using a 20 dB preamp coming out, and then the output of that is going to my service monitor. And then this is the regular antenna connection here, and like I said, the only wire that we have is just the J504 pin 3 here, which we have hooked up to a push-to-talk switch, going back to the 9 volts. So that's it for the modifications. So, but anyway, yeah, it gives you also the ability to go out in the mobile, so I could put this in my vehicle and go around and actually look at the repeaters and stuff on the air without assistance, and be able to make my own measurements as well. Now, if you wanted to use a separate antenna and a duplexer with a notch duplexer, so that you can block out the main transmit signal, you can use duplex mode and actually do the repeater audio adjustments live over the air. you can actually get the the in and out on the audio levels. So that comes in real handy. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know if you want to call this the ultimate VHF radio or the ultimate service monitor, but it's pretty cool. So I'll show you a demo one more time here. I'm going to key up the repeater, and there was a repeater. Now, if I wanted to select another repeater, all I'd have to do is come down here and change my my PL tone. So if I came down here and I did audio and I change this to 100, there we go. And now I key it again, I should get a different repeater. So let's see what happens when we do that. And there was a different repeater. So yeah. All right. Well, there's your ultimate radio. Okay. Hope this helps, and we'll talk to you soon.